Hey everyone, my name's Haley. The person I decided to interview for our entrepreneurship assignment is a woman that I met when I was in Texas. Her name is Lisa Van Gemert. Her business is licensed under Lisa Van Gemert LLC, but she owns a website called giftedgurus.com. And her whole business model revolves around serving educators and helping students become better students and how they can hone their craft as teachers. So she serves teachers and administrators, but her primary clients are admins, and the admins will hire her to come support their teachers and provide professional leadership trainings and how they can be better teachers. She generates revenue from a lot of different sources. She has in-person and online courses, so she'll do courses online, but then also provide one-on-one mentoring. She does a lot of professional learning communities and helps teachers become better teachers. She has written a couple books, so she gets book royalties and money from that. She writes curriculum. She gives speeches all over the United States. She's pretty well known in the education community, and so a lot of people will hire her to come and speak. Her website is somewhat monetized, so she gets a little bit of revenue from that. And then people who know her will send her products, which she will then sometimes endorse or review and recommend to people. And then she gets a little bit of commission from recommending certain products. So she has a lot of different ways that she gains money, and her whole thing is helping teachers become better teachers through different means, whether that's speaking, whether that's providing curriculum development, whether that's providing trainings. She does that in a lot of different ways. How it kind of started when she was doing a master's program. Part of her program, her professor required them to do a lot of speeches. And as she was speaking a lot, there were some people who were hearing her speeches and really liked what she had to say. And she ended up getting hired on with a company called Mensa. And Mensa is essentially a company that works with high IQ students. It's a high IQ society for gifted children. And so she was working with them for several years, and that opened a lot of doors for herself. She was on a TV show, on several different podcasts. She told me, she's like, I have been on hundreds of podcasts as a guest speaker. So she's on lots of podcasts. And throughout those several years that she was working with Mensa and kind of getting her name out there, her credibility grew a lot, and she realized that she could start making some money from doing what she was doing. She was really, really gifted and has been in the education program and system for a really long time. So she decided to put her skills to good use and to start making some money with that. And so as she increased that credibility, her customer base grew, and more people ended up hiring her to do things for them, whether that was curriculum design or hiring her to come speak to different school districts. She became pretty well known. So that's kind of where her business started, where it's kind of at now. She is really successful. She is really well known. Like I said before, she's a renowned educator across the United States, and people will hire her to come and speak to different school districts all the time. And so I was talking to her about some of the keys to her success, and she was telling me how one of them is she just had it. And sometimes people just got it, right? They're just good at what they do. But she was really good at education. She had been in the system for a long time. She has several different master's degrees. She used her skills to build something that she was really good at. She's good at speaking. She was in speech and debate in high school and really honed her craft there. She is funny in trainings. She had a good personality and could connect with people. She was really good at networking, and with those connections and as she got the ball rolling, she just became really successful in that way. In addition to that, she was sharing with me how a lot of people who become really proficient in a certain area become complacent because they're really good at it. And because that is so common, when you don't have that quality of complacency, then you stand out. And that's something that she has been very intentional about. She is incredibly gifted, but in addition to that, she has become very interested in continuing her own education and to keep learning. And because of that, she has continued to revolutionize a lot of different things within the education community. And so because she was so different in that sense, that she wasn't complacent, or because she wasn't stuck in complacency. Sorry, I don't know another way to say that she stood out a lot. So some of the takeaways I had from that interview: do something that you're good at, do something that you already have a little bit of expertise in. And she was saying that I was so grateful that I decided to do something that I was good at, because then I wasn't spending my time learning something that I didn't really know. And so she played with her skills and has created something that has been really successful for her. In addition, I really want to keep learning. Whether I start my business in this initial idea that I've had within the education system, I want to create a business where I'm creating a community for teachers to share content with each other and lesson plans. And I want to keep learning and innovating the way that I do my business. And in addition to that, one thing that she did, especially at the beginning, was she networked and put herself out there, and she did a lot of things for free. And she would speak for free. She'd just have people maybe help her with her travel costs. She put in a lot of work and content, like free lesson plans for teachers to look at, until she got her name out there, and then she could start charging for things. And so I think that's really important, especially within the business model that I'm trying to make, is being willing to do things for free, because it will take you pretty far. So those were a couple of takeaways that I had. Lisa Van Gemert, she is a incredible individual and mentor, and hopefully I can continue to work with her in the future when I'm trying to create my own business as well. So those were a few things that I learned.